feeling hopeless till you came around, came around. All this time, you're the only reason I'm not chasing highs, chasing highs. What is love? Lately I've been wondering just what is love? What is love? I don't know. No one ever showed me. I've been on my own for too long. But if you hold me now, let me into your heart. Maybe I can start to love again and tend to my scars. Can you show me how? Can you love me with all you've done? 'Cause
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to Thursday Slightly Unexpected stream. We've got much to update you on. So much has happened in just the 24 hours since we've been away. It's likely to be a short stream today. We're just going to play the final of the Papa John's Trophy. Don't get excited. This is not really a cup final suit. I've raced back from work. My afternoon unexpectedly opened up when one of my classes got cancelled. And I thought, you know what? I might be able to stream the cup final today. Welcome in everybody that is already joined. We've got Titan with us all the way from Sweden. We've got GT with us all the way from Scotland. KD3 with us all the way from Poland. And then we've got the people that bring the average age of the stream down considerably. Good afternoon, Joshua Brown. Afternoon to Isaac Lockett. Welcome in one and all. Let's get into the game. So much to update you on that I don't think we can wait any longer. Here we go. We have got a game this afternoon against Wigan. We've beaten Manchester United's under-23s, no less, in the semi-final of the Papa John's Trophy, and Wigan have also made it through to the final. Now, why are we streaming this game this afternoon? It was meant to be streamed on Monday, as we announced yesterday. Well, we've played a couple of games last night, and we left you off with... what did we leave you off with? A 1-0 defeat to Fleetwood. A little bit of a deflating 1-0 defeat against Fleetwood. So we tried to change things up. A new tactical identity for us against Manchester United's under-23s. Under-21s, sorry. And it worked. 4-0, looked very, very good. And we pioneered something a little bit mischievous, I suppose, with two deep-lying midfielders, 3 players behind a lone striker, and it worked wonderfully. 25 shots, 11 on target, an XG of above a 3. It's not showing here for some reason, but I think we missed a penalty as well in this game. Manchester United couldn't even register a shot on target. It was a comfortable day at the office. We booked our place at Wembley, and we thought we might inadvertently have stumbled upon something that might just steer us towards safety. how wrong we were with that. We've not scored in 3 of the last 4 games. In fact, in the league, 4 of the last 5 games. The goals have dried up. We've been incredibly unlucky. Football Manager has been wildly against us. We've been conceding goals that were penalties for the opposition, as we did against Southend. Look at this. We've dominated this game. Take the XG of their penalty out of the equation, and we dominated, but we couldn't win. We've had games where the opposition's only goal came from a set play, and again, we went down. All of which means I'm building up to announcing that quite possibly it could have happened. That in the grand scheme of things, at the end of the day, we've been relegated. We've got 4 games left, 12 points, a maximum left to play for, with 13 points away from safety. Kaneki, you are 100% right. We've been relegated. And so to my monologue, please, if you will. I, for one, am delighted that we've been relegated, because I've not been relegated so far in FM23, and I wasn't relegated in the whole of FM22. And I don't like that. Do you know what? I was listening on my way to work this morning. I was listening to the Football Manager show, the premier Football Manager podcast. And they had somebody from Sports Interactive on the podcast discussing strategies for when your team's just been promoted and when your team's just been relegated. And the chap that they had on, whose name escapes me now, was talking through all their strategies for pre-season when you're promoted to a higher league. And then the host of the show, my good friend Tony Jameson, asked, so what about when you've been relegated then? What are the strategies that you might adopt when you drop down a division? And the guest from Sports Interactive said, I don't know. I've never been relegated in Football Manager in all my years of playing it. Never been relegated in all their years playing it. Now look, for me, if you've never been relegated in Football Manager, you need to go in search of tougher challenges. Let's be brutally honest, Birmingham have hit 100 points now with 5 games to spare. That was all our doing. We could have stayed at Birmingham and just enjoyed a pretty hollow and shallow promotion to the Championship. Instead, we decided to embrace the challenge. You lot voted, more than 60% of you, to resign our position at Birmingham, take up the option of managing QPR. We were 10 points adrift when we joined. Looks like we might finish even more than that. Doesn't matter. We are embracing the challenge. It was always going to be tough, and we failed. And who wants to play Football Manager when there's never any risk of failure? So we've embraced it. Kaneki, you ask a fabulous question. First of all, we will say that we've not been sacked yet. Our relegation has been officially confirmed, and we've not been sacked. Potentially that might come at the end of the season, but I thought if it was going to come, it would come straight after it had been confirmed. That's not happened, and Kaneki, you are absolutely right. They have confirmed the budgets for next season. And my goodness, considering 2 years ago we won. No, 1 year ago we won League Two with Bromley. We were not experiencing budgets like this. 9 million for transfers, 165,000 for wages. We can move some of that transfer budget over and apportion it to the wage budget, and it is going to be incredibly healthy. Within that, our old club Birmingham have placed some players on the transfer list that I think we are going to be interested in. Damani Mella. Let's remember last season, 17 goals in 36 for Carlisle. Second top scorer in the league on the transfer list. Top scorer in the league, Sir Harvey of Nibs. Gerrard. Steven Gerrard. has popped him on the transfer list. So for £400,000, Harvey Nibbs could come back to us and we could have him turning out for QPR. So we have got very, very healthy budgets. I think once their promotion is confirmed and the season ticks over and they move into the Championship and they start signing players, I think more of these are going to be put on the transfer list as well, and we might try and snuffle a few of them up. JB, well, you're not going to beat a dead horse. Back to the rebuild. How does the EFL trophy help our reputation, and are we likely to go straight back up? Going straight back up, JB, is guaranteed. Just give me pre-season to build a completely new squad, and we will guarantee it. GT's been relegated a few times on FM. FM 21, I think I was relegated 4 times during that. So there's no shame in it. No shame at all. Kaneki, Llama did a Potter move. He could enjoy the good vibes, but went to QPR, and it's a hell. You're absolutely right. The board has said nothing so far, Isaac. 700k in the bank. Yeah, but I'm sure there's a huge cash windfall coming at the end of the season. We'll try and look after the finances as we go. Fairly Determined is in with us. 9 million in League 2. It's Wrexham money, isn't it?
Evening, everybody.
And welcoming to you, Fairly Determined. Good to see you here. Gary, don't you worry. Look, the maths is clear. 9 million in the transfer budget. £700,000 in the bank. It's Barcelona-esque accounting. Nothing to worry about. The goal has got to be back-to-back promotions. Do you know, JB, what I'm thinking is the goal? Something I've never done in Football Manager. I don't think I even did this at Europa. Maybe I did. I don't think I did it at Europa. Back-to-back promotions. League 2 to the Premier League in 3 seasons. I think the infrastructure is there. We've got a decent-sized stadium. We've got a decent transfer kitty. We've got reasonable facilities. We can wheel and deal our way there as long as the wage budget stays average for the division. I reckon we can go back to back to back. The tricky one will be the Championship, but we've won League 2 with Bromley and we've won League 1 with Birmingham. So I think we can do it. But today, it's all about cup finals. And I've been doing some tactical thinking again. We're going to revert back to a 4-4-2. And today, we are going to play very cautiously, I think. We've only picked up 1 win in our time in charge of QPR in the league, and that was against today's opponents, Wigan. But they had a man sent off, so it was a little bit artificial. I think it's going to be a tough game, although Wigan are not in great form. They're just outside the playoffs. They're not having a great time of it. Look, they've won against Carlisle just 3 days ago, so I'm hoping there's a bit of fatigue for them. 0-0 against Bromley. They've lost to Charlton and Salford, narrowly beaten Doncaster, and then drew a blank against Millwall. And going back even further, we got the 2-0 win against them as well. So I am hoping that they'll be a little bit tired because they've only played 3 days ago. But also, I'm hoping that their bad run that they're on might just even out the fact that morale around our camp is pretty low. It dropped a lot when we got relegated, and the poor run of form has not helped either. So we're hoping that we can give Wigan a game, but we're going to try and be very, very tight today. We're going back to the kind of formation and the kind of tactic that we were using at Bromley when we won the league last season, and we were trying to overcome the fact that teams were better than us, and it worked. So we are going back to it. Greeno is with us.
Afternoon, everybody.
Greeno, what's all this talk of lead to? Have you not performed some Lassie-style rescue at QPR? No, in a word. Relegation has been confirmed with 4 games still to play. With 13 points from safety with 12 left to contest. So we're down. Rob Dunn is in. Welcome in, Rob Dunn. JB, I think if we have 3 straight promotions, we'll go back down immediately. It's the Dob debacle. Hang on, the Dob debacle. There was no debacles at Dob. Won the league at Dob. Going up too soon is risky. No, not at Dob. It was a Trompsdalen when we went up and came back down. But no, we'll be fine at QPR. Premier League's one of the easiest leagues in Europe to survive in. We'll worry about that after we've got back-to-back promotions, I think. Lou, the fact you're wearing a shirt and tie is what Football Manager is about. Truly the most immersive football game ever, and you're one of the best to create content for it. Lou, you're an absolute gem. The shirt and tie is more to do with me having just raced back from work, if I'm honest. But as it was a cup final, I thought rather than just grab a t-shirt and put it on, I'd keep it on for the cup final. JDFM is one of the plastic fans here, rocking up for a cup final. It's the Papa John's, JD. It draws them in from near and far. Welcome in, by the way.
Evening, everybody.
Kaneki has started a save with Portsmouth. That's the kind of save that we are all about. Starting out in those lower leagues, guiding teams to promotion. Joshua Brown, is it too late for a team meeting? It's not. I'm a little scared about a team meeting. I'm not sure exactly what I would say, because I don't think it would be specifically about the cup final, would it? It would be about getting relegated, and I don't want to antagonise them. So instead, we're just going to get out there and take them on. By the way, JM Thoughts, a member for 2 months. You'll have a Quattro Stagioni, please. JM Thoughts, is that a beverage? I'm very unsophisticated, JM, as you probably know. Lou, let's forget that prior information. You're a teacher, correct. What subject do you teach, if you don't mind me asking? Today, I have taught A-level economics, and I've also taught A-level business. Those are the 2 topics that I teach. In fact, A-level business is what my proper YouTube, not proper, I might say, sounds like this is not proper. It's what my larger YouTube channel is about. Lou's just come back to England from Japan. You were an English teacher there, Lou. Welcome in. JM Thoughts, it's a 4-cheese pizza, is it? Thank you, JM Thoughts. Welcome in, though, Thoughtsy.
Evening, everybody.
JM Thoughts, a man that knows nothing about relegation, because your team in real life stayed up, didn't they, JM? We've got Dara O'Shea as captain. Let's get out there. We're going to try and play on full match highlights until we're 2-0 down. And then I'll put it onto commentary only, and we'll end the stream. However, the reason why I've brought forward the cup final to today is that I thought I could use the weekend to play through pre-season so that when we see you on Monday, well, we are in the cut and thrust of the new season. So that is the plan. Rook, what is this madness? You said Monday. This is clearly Thursday. My afternoon opened up, Rook. One of my classes was cancelled because the students had like a careers session. And so I was able to whiz home. And I thought, well, come on. Let's do this cup final now. I'll play through the 4 meaningless games because we're already relegated tonight or tomorrow evening. Try and do pre-season over the weekend. We come back for Monday with a brand new squad to introduce you to. And everything would be fabulous. Thoughtsy. Encouraging when you should have been promoted this year. Really? What happened to Hoodlin, Thoughtsy? Why did Hoodlin not become a star for Wimbledon this season? We need a team talk, and it needs to be a good one. What happens when we pump the fists? Chances of coming back on Monday and you are at a different club, Isaac? I would say 50-50. And that decision is more to do with the QPR board than it is with me. I'm happy at QPR, Isaac, if they'll keep us. I love the fact that we've been relegated because it's besmirched our name. And we've got to come battling back. We're like Rocky in Rocky 3. Rocky 3? Rocky 4? The Ivan Drago one. We're training in Siberia. We're lifting tree trunks. We're working with our bare hands. Back in League 2, and we love it. I'm fed up of our recent bad form. Go out and put an end to it. Don't come back. Well, no, I'm not sure about that. I think it's time we shut a few people up and prove that their criticism is unfounded, don't you? Go and win that trophy. Go and win that trophy and show everybody what you're capable of. I think that's the one. Oh, and they're motivated as well. Motivated. What else we got? Hoodlin was recalled. Talis, if that happens, new kits. I tell you what, Talis, what I'd really like for QPR is just something imaginative. It's League 2. Go mad. Something, creative. Maybe something with some blurred hoops on there. Who knows? Fairly determined. It was Rocky 4. Thank you. Testing my knowledge of Roman numerals as well. Thank you very much. Rook, which bear are you stealing hands from? The bear in the woods. Thoughtsy, QPR in League 2. Crikey. Yes. And we might have been the manager that got them relegated. Never mind. Let's get out into the tunnel. Do we answer this question? No, because whoever replaces Jamie McGrath will score if I answer that question. Talis, you shall have a think and see what you come up with. Just go mad. Don't let convention constrain you. Whatever you fancy is fine with us. Something pushing the boundaries of creativity, shall we say. Here we go. Catherine Jenkins has sung the national anthem. We are at, by the way, I wouldn't say a packed Wembley, but there's people here. We'll go with that. Chris Brunt still playing at the age of 49. Out to Gibson. Scully. Come on, let's get our first touch of the ball. Here we go. We're on the ball. We've got two up top, so even though we are playing on a cautious mentality, we're going to try and carry a threat on the counter. Whittaker's raided down the left wing, by the way. We're playing two very fast wingers, neither of whom can cross. Soccer scenarios. Oh, what's up? Hope all is well.
Afternoon, everybody.
Good to see you, sir. What we are planning to do is just stream this cup final, and then we'll play all of the meaningless, already relegated games offline. Soccer scenarios. I am currently working on a little video that we discussed. So that's on the old back burner as well. Navarro seems to be like a Roman centurion with his haircut back there. Maybe he's had that done, especially for Wembley. Extravagant. Hump. Oh, that's not the Humphreys that we know, is it? It's Gibson on the ball. Kaneki. Monday is going to be the rebuild on Monday. Essentially, what we're going to try and do is sign as many players from Birmingham for Queen's Park Rangers as possible and romp to 2 successive promotions. That's the vision I have in my head. Call me a crazy romantic, if you will. Chaplin's on the ball. By the way, Keenan Davis played a game against Sheffield Wednesday and scored twice, and has done precious little since then, so I've dropped him and I've moved Connor Chaplin to be the deep lying forward alongside our other striker, Elsie Tanner, who has been a little bit hit and miss, to be brutally honest. Can we get on the ball here? We can. Just happened. It's come to nothing, though. Soccer scenarios. Thank you for the update. You are welcome. So we are on the case of that video. It'll take me a little bit of time to get it sorted. I'm going to put it out on the Manager's Seat channel as well. Good place for that kind of video, I think. That's offside, isn't it? Have we got a flag? Or we a goal down in 3 minutes? No goal. Thank you. Goodness me. That flag was late going up. He was a mile off, wasn't he? No. No, he wasn't. Not at all. I thought he was miles off. That was actually quite marginal. Okay. We got away with one. Look at these fans bouncing as well. These are ours around here. Bobbing up and down. Why so many have gone behind the goal when there's plenty of nice seats on the halfway line, I'm not quite sure, but each to their own. Oh, dear me. How's that their free kick, by the way? We just got fouled and they've given the opposition a free kick on the halfway line. That was clearly a foul on our player. Never mind. Under no pressure at all. He's thumped it out. Is that a throw-in or a corner? These are ours. Ours. Love the puns. Big fan of your work there, Isaac. Superb. Big fan of your work. Okay, let's get on the ball and try and get some possession. No. We've thumped it back up to the Roman Centurion. There's been a lot of play down our right, their left so far as well. It's something that we're going to have to keep an eye on. That's a nothing ball. Okay, we'll just let that go. We'll just let that go. Okay, we've not had a great start, have we? I am inviting pressure, to be fair, but we've not really seen us counter-attack yet, have we? Here we go. We've bowled it out to the fullbacks. We've gone forward to Chaplin. That was a little bit direct for my taste. Here we go, though. Wingers with pace, running at the defence. Switching play. Okay, that was terrible. Absolutely woeful. And now we're back on the defensive again. Look at this player down here. He is at least 10 yards offside. Do you ever see that happen in real life? Where a player is stood that far offside? Not since Inzaghi retired has a player been that far offside. Never mind. Here we go. To the centre-backs. We've drilled it forward. We're going to have to make some tactical changes already, I think. The tempo is forcing them to go a bit early. I understand that. In transition, we like all of that. We like all of that. Let's try and play out of the defence. Try and play into the midfield. Get the ball wide and then go. This is the plan. Why are we marking our own goalkeeper? Okay. O'Shea. Here we go. This is what we want. We want to get the ball down wide. We want to run at fullbacks. And we want to deliver balls into the box. What we don't want to do is keep returning possession to them a little bit like that. If we win, are you buying yourself a pizza? I wish, soccer scenarios. If we win or if we lose, I'm about to go and start 3 hours of tutoring students, so no time for pizzas. 7:30. By 7:30 we will be done. Connolly now. It's a little bit too quick. We might have to turn the tempo down a little. We're on the ball now, though. Here we go. What can we do with it? Oh, long shot. Are you watching the whole game, Tim? Well, I am, Tim, until it feels unwinnable. With ×2 or with real speed? What are we doing? I can nudge it up a touch there. Oh, there we go. That makes it a bit nippier, doesn't it? 10 minutes gone, and we've not threatened yet, but I feel like since we put play out of defence on it, we've started to come back a little. Oh, why has he not turned towards the goal? Why is he passed the ball straight back to the opposition instead? That seems like an odd move by Chaplin. In all seriousness, maybe shorter passing will keep them more patient with their play. I think they'd be more patient and will wait for the right moment to play more direct. Could be worth a try. Well, I think the way to achieve that would be to knock the tempo down. The reason why the tempo is up a notch currently is because we're going to play cautiously, be under a bit of pressure. So when we go, we want to go with some urgency and try and move the ball towards the opposition's goal as quickly as we can. What Football Manager doesn't really give you the option to do is when you're not really counter-attacking, you've got possession of the ball, you don't really want to be playing as aggressively as that. I only want to play with tempo when we have transitions and we can counter-attack. I don't want to play with tempo from this position, for example, because the opposition are set and yet we bang the ball forward. So I guess we're going to have to play a game of balancing the tempo out a little bit. When we are in a real position to counter-attack, the slightly higher tempo is going to serve us well, I think. But when we've got the ball from our own goal kicks, it's going to be a huge disadvantage because we're going to keep giving the ball away. Here we go. That's a foul to us. Okay. I feel like we've started to become a little bit more potent going forward, though. Look at this line of 4. Got a nice 2-4-4 formation when we're attacking. Not so great when we're trying to recover, but here we go. Fairly determined. Needed to be a first-time shot. I know. Why did he turn inside the box and then play it back to his own right back and not even complete the pass? Absolute travesty. So this is where we want to be direct. Just go. It's on these quick transitions that I want the higher tempo. Never mind. We'll give it another 5. And if we're still repeatedly turning the ball over, we might just knock the tempo back one. See, this is a bit more controlled, but I feel like any moment we're just going to launch it forward to try and get towards the opposition goal. Or are they going to prove me wrong? There we go. I don't mind that kind of ball. That's okay. That's okay. Simon Thornley, welcome in. Simon, good to see you.
Evening, everybody.
How did I miss the stream in the schedule? Well, yeah, the schedule changed slightly because my afternoon opened up. And Simon, we've been relegated with 4 games still to play. So that I didn't think there was any point coming back on Monday for a stream where we're already relegated. And then me probably not being able to get through pre-season in time for the next stream. So I thought maybe I could use the opportunity to do the cup final today, play through pre-season over the weekend, and then we come back Monday with what will surely be the start of a promotion campaign. The doubters are questioning that. The accountants are already concerned that we've got a £9 million budget for League 2, but only £700,000 in the bank account. But hey. Simon, you know that feeling in real life, but you don't experience these things in Football Manager, do you? Poor old Yeovil. Oh, it was a good ball. It was a good ball. Okay, I feel like the last 7 or 8 minutes of this game have gone a lot better than the first 10. Ronan Keating now. He says it best when he says nothing at all, that player. And we've headed it out. Okay, I feel like we've restored parity a little bit. This is nice. This is good counter-attacking football, this. He's got oodles of pace. But like Ayodeji, he can't cross if he gets to the byline, but he does have a lot of pace. We've also got early crosses set as well to try and catch opposition out, just like that. Decent opening. Not sure how that was a corner, but decent opening. Okay, near post. If the man comes short, it means we're going near post. Here we go. Nah, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay, this needs closing down. Good. Just about to approach the 20-minute mark. It's been pretty even so far, I think. 2 shots apiece. Nothing on target. We're going to shade in the possession, but as a cautious counter-attacking team, I don't mind that too much. Possession is not what we're going for today. It's stinging counter-attacks. Good winning of the ball back there as well. Good hustling. I think I'm going to leave the tempo set as it is for a little bit longer. We said we'd reassess at the 20-minute mark. Again, that's where maybe having the tempo that notch higher meant we forced an attacking pass that wasn't quite on. Never mind. Here we go. We attack again. That's a good ball in. Could do with a man on the edge of the box there, couldn't we? Difficult to do with a 2-man midfield. Have we given away a cheap foul there? We have. Ronan Keating. Get it away. Okay, we'll take that. Take that. Nothing wrong with that. We can defend those all day. Here we go. So this is where I'd like us to play patiently rather than just thump it up the field. And we have done, to be fair. And then we thump it up the field. Let's nudge it off for 5 minutes. It's only slightly lower. Let's nudge it off for 5 minutes and see if that makes a difference to our play. Here we go. Whittaker. Go on, you got acres in front of you. Take them on. There we go. Get the second ball. Ooh. That's first shot on target of the day. That was a good effort. They got a goalkeeper called Tickle. Not a great ball. Okay, again, I think that ball is because with higher tempo, you're urging the team to play the attacking pass. Try and get towards the goal quicker rather than maintain possession. So let's see if we can just keep the ball a little bit better now. First 23 minutes has not been terrible, and I've watched QPR play some terrible football this season. We're in the game. Almost instantly scoring after check. Classic FM. Is that just telling us, though, that maybe that was not the worst thing to do? Is it like a little... Ooh, ooh, ooh. Is it like a little sign from the FM gods? Mr. Tickle would make a good goalkeeper. He's got very long arms. Great at penalties. Here we go. So, all right. That's with the tempo dropped down a notch, and he still just turns and thumps it up the field. Okay. We can work with this 25 minutes in, though. This is far from a disaster so far. Oh, that's good defensive play as well by Ward. By the way, keep an eye on these fullbacks. Fullbacks have been getting terrible ratings over the last few games for me. Didn't notice that at Birmingham. I mean, our fullbacks are playing just fine. At QPR, they are abysmal. Absolutely terrible. Soccer Scenarios is heading back to work. Thank you for stopping by. Good to see you. Good luck with the rest of your work day. Probably got classes this afternoon, haven't you? He says. It's probably only break time for you, isn't it? Mid-morning where you are, North Carolina. Okay, 27 minutes gone. Let's win the ball back and try and counter on them. Making it a little bit easy for them there. Okay, good sweeping up by the keeper. I asked you to do that. Never mind. Still a little bit rushed, aren't we, I think, in our attacking play. Never mind. We're not losing yet, which, given the run we've been on, we will take Amos into Wardy. Oh, we tried to dab it out wide. That's not bad. Now what can we do? We need some help. Ugh, that's rubbish. This player's hair, by the way. Not sure I've ever seen a footballer. Maybe Hamshik? That looks like that. Hold on. Oh, he's gone so wide. Oh, and he's had his ankles clipped. Nothing doing. We've won the ball back, though. Look at that. Bit of tenacity. And we're in again. He's gone wide again. I feel like we are... I don't know. We're asking some questions now. We're just... Oh, and a little overhead kick at Wembley. We're starting to ask some questions. What's going on with the match stats now? 3 shots for us, 1 on target. Very low XGs. 4 shots, 1 on target. Very little possession. Very little XG. I don't know. Maybe Titan Cage is the way to go for us because the opposition are still in with a chance of the playoffs, so they're much better than us. And I don't think we've been outclassed yet. I don't think we've been opened up yet either. We're nice and compact in our shape. Look, we're in a nice 4-5-1 shape with the deep lying forward. And we're winning the ball and countering. I quite like this. Well, that's a beautiful pass. Go on now, attack your fullback. Take him on. Okay, let's go the other side then. Let's probe the other side. Oh, chappers. Oh, that's the second time I've noticed us win it back in the centre of the midfield. I quite like that. Give me your assessments as we go, by the way. What do you think of the tempo? What do you think of the directness? What do you think of the width? What do you think of the defensive line? What do you think of the line of engagement? Is there anything you'd be changing? We're winning the ball back nicely in midfield. Closing off those passing lanes quite nicely. just our final ball at the moment, isn't it? But look at us. We're getting back into our shape quite nicely. I've taken off. We were playing with the old counter press on. But now we should be a little bit more organised when we're losing possession of the ball. Getting back into our shape a bit more. So, fingers crossed. 33 minutes. They're pushing up on their right-hand side. So that's our left. That fullback is constantly out of his spot. Shall we keep an eye on him? Rhodes. Is there an opportunity to get in behind Rhodes? Dean, welcome in, Dean.
Evening, everybody.
What do you think about it so far? Rubbish. Welcome in, Dean. Hope you're well. Did you enjoy your game? Was it last night, Dean, by the way? Were you at Mansfield versus... I can't remember where you were, Dean. Were you... Sure you took in a game midweek, didn't I? Saw on Twitter. Had to pop in, saw we were in the final. Been a few weeks, apologies. Dean, it's an honour whenever you come in, my friend. Great to see you. Oh, it's Burton. There you go. Yeah, Burton on Trent. Good time. I've heard that Burton's a pretty friendly atmosphere for the old neutral. Is it a good night out? We're trying to do the 92, Dean, and Burton's not a million miles from me. That was a bit of a closer chance for Wigan. So yeah, Burton's definitely on the list. I reckon I could be there in about 50 minutes from where I live. Not that the kids seem to have slightly different idea to me on the 92. So for me, doing the 92 is where you go and watch a football match at every Premier League and Football League ground in the country. For the kids, they've interpreted it differently. It's where we start off at all the Premier League clubs and I'm taking them, spending a fortune, taking them to Tottenham, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United. They were less than impressed that we started at Oxford. Certainly when I mentioned that the next one might be Northampton Town, it was a lukewarm reception, I would say. Simon Thornley, good if you like beer. The Brewers, very on point. And Marmite. I think Marmite is brewed in Burton upon Trent, isn't it? Well worth doing. Terracing behind the goals. 1,500 Cambridge fans. Did they not win? Did Burton turn them over? Cambridge have been stuck in League Two for a while, haven't they? I saw them in the Vanarama National against Forest Green, but that was years ago. Where are we now? 37 minutes and we're on the ball. Amos, that's a searching little ball. Tanner. Okay. What is your next 92 ground? That's a very good question, GT. It was going to be Watford on Monday, but that one's fallen through, unfortunately. So what I'm thinking, GT, is I'm thinking of trying to grab a playoff semi-final as long as it's not a sellout. Because what I don't want to do for a playoff semi-final is for 5 of us to be there and us take 5 tickets away from genuine fans. I'd only want to be a playoff semi-final as a neutral if we'd be helping to fill the ground. So Northampton Town, who are probably my most local Football League club, toss up between them and Leicester City. Northampton Town have got a game against Tranmere away this weekend. And if they win it, they're promoted. A draw or a defeat, and they could be in the playoff semi-final. So maybe Northampton Town, so long as they don't sell out Sixfields, which they may well do. They may well do. So we'll have to wait and see on that. Going with 5 of you, good luck with the playoff tickets. Yeah, I guess it depends on who gets in, doesn't it? Bradford are in it, for example. Bradford's ground must be like high 20s. 26, 27, 28,000. So if it looked like they weren't going to sell that out for a playoff semi-final, I mean, they might do. They might get 20-odd thousand in League Two. I don't know. But if it looked like there was going to be space in the stadium, we'd go. League One and League Two, probably your best bet. Yeah, but I mean, even League Two, I guess those clubs could well sell out. But I mean, so I don't know. Is Sheffield Wednesday going to be in the playoffs in League One? What's Hillsborough, like mid-30s, high 30s? They got a chance of selling that out, I'd guess. But if there was tickets going, we might whiz up to Sheffield Wednesday. Because again, I reckon we could do that in under 2 hours. Otherwise, we're getting strategic. And these young Llamas, they want to see some Premier League clubs play. And it's incredibly difficult to get tickets. Especially 5 tickets together. So we might see if any of them have any pre-season friendlies at their stadiums in this country, which is rare because they jet off to Asia and to America a lot of the time. But I know Arsenal had a pre-season friendly against Sevilla at the Emirates last season. So, you know, if any of the Premier League clubs, get it away. Let's just get into half-time now. If any of the Premier League clubs have a pre-season friendly at home against somebody interesting, team from Spain, Germany, Italy, that could be a goer. And then for the Premier League teams, I reckon our best chance is like FA Cup 3rd and 4th rounds. Maybe European games for Man City. Otherwise, they're pretty difficult. Man City used to be one of the easier Premier League clubs to get tickets for. I've been to watch Man City before. And brace yourself, GT. Brace yourself. Never struggled to get tickets for Aston Villa either. Took 8 of us got seats together at Aston Villa against Man City earlier this season. So yeah, we're trying to do some crafty little initiatives, I think, to let the little Llamas see some big clubs play. They loved going to watch Aston Villa last season, not because they're Aston Villa fans, but they were playing Man City. So it was Foden, it was De Bruyne, it was Haaland. They loved that. Especially as 2 of them are Birmingham fans and one of them is a Man City fan. I realised as I sat next to him in the Doug Ellis stand that the youngest Llama had Manchester City glasses on. To try and cover those up as he was sat next to Villa fans. What do we make of that first half then? Very poor XG. But I reckon we've done all right. Let's take off the time wasting now that we got through to half time. What can we do to keep the morale up? Keep working hard. I quite like that. Outstretched arms. Keep working hard. That's what we want. Keep working hard. Okay, what do we got here then? So Bradford's capacity 25,000 is a possibility. Chef Wed nearly 40,000 possibility. Greeno, get yourself to a Cherries pre-season game, although normally only one home match. Possible to get tickets otherwise. Yeah, I'm going to be down in... Where are you, Greeno? What's the name of the place? Dorset. I'm down in Dorset in October. I was hoping to try and get a Bournemouth game in then, but I think it's going to be incredibly hard to get tickets because your stadium only holds like 9 spectators, doesn't it? Yeah, Simon, the Carabao as well is a great shout. Midweek games can be a little bit trickier depending on how far away we're travelling. Because obviously little Llamas have Llama school the next day. The other thing, by the way, we've got on the horizon. Hang on. Is... These little Llamas are greedy, by the way. They're very, very greedy. So not only do they want me to take them to Premier League football matches on a weekly basis, they also have a penchant for overseas football as well. And they're desperate to go and watch a Bundesliga game. So how I'm conjuring up the money needed for that, I don't know. This is why I'm kind of working 2 jobs currently. But they'd love to go and watch a Dortmund or... I mean, they'd watch any Bundesliga team. I quite like the idea of going to watch Köln play or Union Berlin. Mrs. Llama, less thrilled. There's not a lot for a tourist to do in Dortmund, I don't think. I think we could probably swing Berlin. Oh, okay. Whew. I think we could swing Berlin, but I don't know. I mean, Cologne's a nice place. I think we could squeeze that one by her. She enjoyed. We took the kids to watch Barcelona play just before COVID. She loved that. I don't think she'd be buzzing about Dusseldorf or Mönchengladbach. Here we go. Oh, do you know what? Chaplin has not played great so far. That might be our first change, Chaplin. Otherwise, everybody else has given them a reasonable account of themselves, apart from the two fullbacks. That's a decent ball in. Oh, can't get on it. Isaac, Spurs usually do the home friendlies, because these little llamas would love to go to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. If they've got a home friendly, do you know what? We're there. Because bizarrely, we are thinking that our holiday this year, brace yourselves. Holiday this year was going to be in America, but that's all cancelled now. So we're thinking about going on holiday to London during the summer holidays. Because even though we only live an hour or so from London, we've never actually done any of the touristy things there. So if we could combine a Tottenham Hotspur pre-season friendly with all of the tourist attractions in London, that would be superb. Fairly determined, Brighton. Okay, always have a European team for a pre-season friendly. Wouldn't be an issue getting a ticket or 12 for that. That's what we're after. Because I'd imagine, Chris, that Premier League Brighton tickets are just impossible now, aren't we? We're a long way from the Withdean years, aren't we? And again, that's another stadium I'd quite like to go to. Okay. They are starting to get on top a little bit, I'm feeling. We're only 6 minutes into the second half, and they are starting to get on top. Need to keep an eye on this. I don't think it's fresh legs we need yet. Very poor performances from the fullbacks. On the hour mark, we might look at making our first change. Oh! Oh! Hello. Is there an element of last man there? No. Okay. And that's actually quite a long... I thought we had a little shout of a red there. Never mind. Covering defenders. O'Shea is not the man you want out in wide areas. But there he finds himself. Overlapping. Heads it in. Itaguchi. I feel like we've stopped going as direct now. It just won't fall for us in the box. I think we're definitely playing better build-up play now. Itaguchi's pulling a few strings, I would say. And then we thump it out of play. Forgive me. Greeno, cup games are always a good shout. FA Cup games for Prem teams at home to a League 1, League 2 side are rarely more than half full. That's the Badger. So we'll be down in Bournemouth in January for an FA Cup third round tie. 4 hours there, freezing cold. That's what we're after. Luke Hall has subscribed to the channel. Luke, if you're watching live, welcome in. Luke, if you're watching a Save Ideas video, apologies. I'm talking to you and you're not there. We've got 5 more minutes to see out, and then I think we're going to start making some changes. Itaguchi, it says, is on a 6.5. I'm not having that. I think he's been quite instrumental. If you can't get a Bournemouth game in October, there's always Weymouth. Do you know what, Greeno? Do you know what? Oh, no. That's a bad place to give away a free kick. We're going to be in Dorset in October with my brother and his family and my mum and dad. all the llamas together in Dorset. Oh, no. No. Oh, Shay. Oh, what has he done? We've given away so many penalties since I took over at QPR. What's he done here? What? I did not see a foul. What? Oh, you clown. What a clown. Anyway, Greeno, apologies. Yeah, so I immediately thought we could go and watch Bournemouth play. And my dad was like, oh, we'll go watch Weymouth play. Simon Thornley, does women's football count? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I don't know whether you've got to watch the men's team or not. I have to try and research that. It's cheaper to fly to watch an AC Milan game than to get to some Premier League games. It absolutely is. Bundesliga in December, tying a Christmas market. That's the plan, Greeno. That's the plan, yeah. Got no game. This is a surprise. Good afternoon. Got no game. O'Shea has just stitched us up royally, I'm afraid. Don't forget to hit Plough Lane while you're down there. I quite like that, actually. Quite like that. Fairly determined. Yeah, Brighton's a no-go, isn't it? Simon Thornley gets stuck in. Wow. Dara O'Shea certainly done that. JB, apparently Köln are the most supported German side in the US. Good to know. And Talis. So we now have 4 new sets. Oh, Talis. Don't tease me. Right. Goodness. Okay. Let's get that back up. Okay, here we go. Let's go live. We're relying on a goalkeeper who does not save penalties here. Ugh. This feels very, very morale orientated, this. When you're on these poor runs, I sometimes feel a little bit powerless to turn them around. I know that if we could just get into pre-season and smash some non-league teams, we're going to come back just absolutely roaring next season, possibly with a very similar set of players. But yeah, fairly wasn't far off saving that. Do you think we could speak to Wigan then and say, well, you're only going to have half a goal for that because the keeper got close? And then if we could equalise, we'd really be half a goal in the lead. Could we do that? Would that work? This is why you hate defensive football. It relies on 0 mistakes. You're very right, Simon. Although this is the first game since we took over at QPR that I've gone defensive. I've been playing. I was just trying to fire my way to safety. And we ended up creating absolutely nothing and still conceding. So for this, I thought I'd be clever and just try and eke it 1-0. And then we've given away a penalty. And we're going to have to open things up, I guess, aren't we? And I don't think it's going to help us. Mr. Tickle's in goal. He's laughing now, isn't he, Tickle? Okay, we're at the 60-minute mark, so I guess we think about some changes then. We've got some anxious... I mean, look at the body language of the players. Okay, so how about, look, the first thing we do is this. We put out a demand more shout. That might pick up some of the body language. Then we've got Tanner playing just abysmally. And he's the striker that's got the best pace, the best finishing, and the best off-the-ball movement. So what do we do there? What we're going to do is this. We're going to do that. And you are going to just sit in the hole. That's all we're going to ask you to do. You're going to do that. And we're going to ask both of you to go and play out in those little half spots. Move into the channels. Stay wider. You... Oh, no, don't want to do that. You move into the channels and stay wider. You sit in the pocket. You link up play, but still get in the box. And the pair of yous try and provide us some width. There we go. Nice. Okay. And shared. Thank you. FM game. Got no game. Can't defend R. I don't think any of us can. Simon. Oh, no, we've done that one. David Hall. How are you? What have you missed? We are 60 minutes in to the Papa John's Trophy final, David. And we're a goal down to a soft penalty that we did not need to give away to Wigan. So we are throwing the proverbial kitchen sink at it. Afternoon pokes, you absolute rapscallion of a man.
Need everybody?
Llama faith. That's strong work, pokes. Anyone ever tell you how good you look in a suit? No, rarely. Okay, Joe Ward is at right back and he's playing poorly. Sean Connolly is at left back and is similarly playing poorly. I might go to 3 at the back and no fullbacks if we're desperate. Okay, let's go positive. We've got a lot of players up front now, so let's engage the opposition. Let's engage them. We'll take the step out of more off. We've only got one man out wide, so let's not trap them outside anymore. No, we're going to leave it there. Leave it there. And here we go. Here we go. These changes have not gone through yet, so this is all a bonus, really. Tanner has just not been in the game, has he? Not been in the game at all. FM Cheetah, my goodness gracious.
Afternoon, everybody.
First of all, Cheetah, I was about to say, my goodness, it must be late in Australia. But you could be in Catalonia by now, couldn't you? Let us know where in the world you are. If it's Australia, goodness me, it must be fairly late, mustn't it? But I know you were looking to move back to your beloved Catalonia, so is that where you are? Is it cheeky siesta time? Welcome in. Great to see you. We got some poor performances now. And we got poor performances from the fullbacks, and I've got nothing to bring on in their place. Oh, you are in Barca, baby, are you? You absolutely lucky individual. Come on, give us a little seasonal report, Cheetah. What's life like in Barcelona on a Thursday afternoon? I mean, tell us, first of all, tell us some things. What's the weather like? Are we like a cheeky low 20s? Hello? Oh, whoa, linesman, we're looking. Ah. Oh. Bother. What? What? Hang on. When the ball is played. Hang on. The ball is.
If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble.
Am I the only one? Is this just me? Oh, it won't let me in the replays. I mean, that looks onside to me. Oh. Maybe I'm off. That looked onside to me. They can draw the little lines where they like, but that looked onside. Oh. Anyway, Cheetah, come on. We want weather reports, and I want to know how far you are away in yards from your local, from your nearest kind of cafe / hostelry. Make me jealous here. In yards, how far would you have to walk for some great food and maybe a little tipple? And true or false, Cheetah, are you wearing shorts right now? Because I've been to Barcelona and I was there on Christmas Eve. Oh, we're starting to threaten. I've been in Barcelona on Christmas Eve and I was wearing shorts. It was beautiful weather. I love that city. Right, we're starting to pressurise them now. They're starting to panic a little bit. I think they're getting the jitters. Here we go. Look, the space out wide here. We've not used it. Oh, they're thumping it clear. They don't like it up them. Got no game. VAR gives that goal, you reckon? VAR gives that goal. Welcome in, Wolf, by the way. Welcome in. Great to see. Hero of the stream.
Afternoon, everybody.
We're feeling a little bit hard done by here, Wolf. We've had a very soft penalty given against us and a goal that looked perfectly onside for us, chalked out. And this is the final of the Papa John's Trophy, Wolf. Let's catch you up, Wolf. We've been relegated, which is why I've come back just for this one final today. And then I can get playing on pre-season ready for Monday. And we're feeling a little bit hard done by. Just feeling like the FM gods are against us a tickle. Okay, we're more open now as well. But here we go. Here's Tanner, Whittaker. He's tried to feed his mate and there's nothing doing out there. Might have new kits for the next season too. I'm excited. I'm very excited about the next season. I'm excited about moving back down to League 2. Dean, you're an absolute wonderful human being. So glad you enjoyed your game last night. We'll see. Ooh, good save. We'll see you very soon, young man. That looked offside. Okay. Let's have a look at what we can do from the bench then. Matthew Bailey is a striking. No, Keenan Davis, I think, is the striking option. Tanner is down to a 6.1. So let's get Davis on. Tanner has disgraced himself. He's disgraced his family. He's disgraced his country, which is Ghana, I think. He's embarrassed the nation there. He's embarrassed the nation. We don't have an awful lot else from the bench. Kieran Dowler's been out injured for a shamelessly long time. He could come on and do the last 15 minutes for Chaplin, perhaps, but I'm tempted to go full backless. Here we go. Connolly, one of the fullbacks I'm thinking about ditching. To Whittaker. Nothing doing there. Okay, sky is blue, 21 degrees. A little out of the city, 30 mins near the mountains. 20-min train trip to great food and beer. 30-minute walk to the Camp Nou. No shorts yet, maybe a month away. You're living the absolute dream. Absolute dream. Cheetah, I'm very happy for you because we were talking months ago about how you might do it. It might happen. But I don't think it was a definite. And then it's happened. You are literally living the dream. Tell us as well, Cheetah. Is there a cheeky little FM game on the go? Is there a little Catalonian save going? I found Simon Thornley found a beautiful little club called Ulot, who are Catalonian and have a Catalonian only policy. That would make a great little Cheetah save, wouldn't it? Benjamin Bessemer can't chat much as at work. Don't you get yourself into trouble, Benjamin. I don't want you getting fired because you're watching the Papa John's Trophy final, which we're losing, by the way. And this is a little 4 against 2, isn't it? God, we need some recovery runs here. Boys. There we go. Warner thumps it out. Okay, we're going to have to up the ante a little bit soon, I think. Well, we've come back into it, but apart from the offside goal, I don't think we've had an abundance of chances. Oh, Keenan Davis, meant to be good in the air, doesn't even try. Here we go. Chappers, you could be coming off soon, son, because you've been rubbish. Just so you know, so you're aware. Ah, Idaguchi. What's he on? 6.5. Okay, 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and then it's kitchen sink time. Oh. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Okay. Haven't been, but just fired up FM23 for the first time in months. Here he goes. Here he goes. Have you taken charge of anybody yet, Cheetah? Have you picked a club? Oh, that's a good tackle by Chappers, to be fair. I've been besmirching his name. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, what is that rubbish? Okay. Here we go. We need to up the ante. So, what do? We move the line up, for starters. We try and disrupt them. We get stuck in, for seconders. We're going to press the living daylights out of them. We're going to do that. We are going to... Where's this? Let's stop their goalkeeper having short kicks. Force the turnovers. Let's make the pitch incredibly wide. And be more expressive. And run at their tired defence. Okay. Maybe sniffing around Birmingham. Slight challenge, but some nice use prospects. I tell you what, Cheetah, if you get a job at Birmingham, don't resign when you're top of the table and take control of bottom of the table QPR. That would be madness. Who would do that? Okay, our fullbacks are rubbish, so let's dispense with their services. Let's bring on Kieran Dowell for... Okay, only one of our fullbacks is rubbish. Let's bring on Kieran Dowell for Connolly. Let's ask them to do that. Okay, so playmake, win the ball, rampage forward, provide width, be a target in the box, sit in the hole, let's go attacking, and okay, here we go, unorthodox, 2 at the back, let's go. Honestly, getting relegated to League 2 QPR is essentially a penalty for going to Birmingham. Also, the save wouldn't be as interesting. That's it. I like relegation. It justifies the challenge you've taken on in my book. Oh, that was a bit late by Amos, wasn't it? That's it. I don't want a linear save, Wolf. I'm like you. I want bumps in the road. I couldn't play Football Manager if it was just all success. It would feel a little futile. A little hollow. I want pain. I want disappointment, and this is pain at QPR. But it will make doing the league and Papa John's double next season. It'll make the pizza taste even sweeter. Oh, okay, that went a long way across our goal. Here we go. We could force extra time here. Come on. I like relegation, as he says in every job interview. I don't say that in the job interviews. I keep that very hush-hush. But I don't understand people that, well, each to their own. Everybody plays the game the way they want, but I couldn't play the game and only just experience success all the time. It just, I don't know, it has to feel earned. There has to be penance. There has to be suffering. Otherwise, the challenge is not strict enough. That's why I do youth-only saves. That's why I do attributeless saves. Hello? Oh, that's rubbish. That's why I like to always take charge of clubs in the bottom playable division. For the challenge. It doesn't have to be about winning. It's about the challenge. Come on. Oh, he's gone down on the edge of the box. Pokes, it gets boring winning everything all the time. Hang on. This game gets a lot easier when you're creating your squad in the editor, doesn't it? Goodness me. This is a man that managed Growrood for 15 seasons and came 11th in a 14-team league every single year. Wolf, that's generally why you stay away from the big clubs in the top leagues. It's a lot easier to play FM when you can spend 200 million per transfer window and you're essentially guaranteed a top 5 finish. Oh, hello. Look at the men in the box. You've got so many men in the box. You don't find any of them. 10 minutes. I feel like we've stood still a bit since half-time. We've only had a shot since half-time. I thought they were in the ascendancy. I know it's only a penalty that separates us, but... Oh, I did like the way we turned them round there. Oh. We are just hoofing it now. What crossing do you have? I've set them on bad crossing currently. We're on mixed. We're on mixed because Tanner is 6'2" and Keenan Davis is pretty good in the air. 13. That's why your favourite ever save that you did was with Hanwell Town, your local team down the road that's about 13 divisions down. Sounds great, that. My favourite save ever was with Strathspey Thistle in the Scottish Highland League. I had great fun there. Hello. Oh. Tickle again. I've just noticed 3-run homers snook in as well. Good to see you, sir.
You there, buddy?
You like the challenge, you like the pain, then you resign before being relegated, so it's not on your CV. That's the attitude, like that. Come on, can we create one big chance? We got enough time. Can we create one golden, glorious chance? Play this back to the fullback now. No, you're offside. Took you 6 months of daily playing to get to the National League. Goodness me, there's some commitment. That National League, by the way, that's a devil of a division to get out of. Is that goalkeeper taking it on his chest? Very nice. I reckon the 2 hardest leagues to get out of on Football Manager are the National League and the Championship. Those are the 2 toughies, I think. Oh, right. Okay. Let's go encourage. Does that do anything? Probably not. Benjamin, would chat but don't want to be sacked. Your employment and continuation of thereof. Keenan Davis heads over the bar. Yeah, you staying in meaningful employment is the name of the game, Benjamin, by the way. Don't you worry about chatting. Darren Taylor's in as well. Welcome in, Darren.
Evening, everybody.
Welcome to the House of Misery here, Darren. Relegation's been confirmed. We're in the final of the Papa John's Trophy despite finishing bottom of the table. And we look like we're going to lose that to a soft penalty as well. And I'm still a little bit twitchy about that disallowed goal we had. That seemed onside to me. I mean, at worst, it seemed level. Very soon, we're going to have to bring our goalkeeper up for corners. I don't want to go too early on that. Is there anything else we can do? Let's unsettle them with higher tempo. Let's get the ball into the box early. Let's play even wider. We've got 3 minutes plus stoppage time. Well done, everybody, by the way. I mean, little ripple of applause for you. You've sat and watched a full 90 minutes of this absolute bilge. That's commitment. I mean, certificates will be given out at the end of this stream to everybody. It's not often that you watch a stream where they insist on playing the full 90 minutes. It's a cup final after all. Kaneki, I'm looking forward to the rebuild as well. I'm really looking forward to getting down there into League 2. which is why I wanted to do the cup final today, so I can actually take a bit of time to do it over the weekend. Because next week, between Monday, stream Monday, and then I'll stream again Friday, I'm not going to have any time between the two because I'm working and tutoring all day and all night. That's offside. That one is offside. Rebuilds. Rebuilds. I love them. Love them. Kind of like Burton, Cambridge and Leeds 2. Yes, they finished 1-0 to Burton and the goal was scored. The only shot on target. Is there any possibility you'll be sacked? There absolutely is. Although, as soon as we got relegated, they told me what my budgets would be for next season. So I think I'm all right. I think if we make a slow start to the next season, we'll be in trouble. But I think we're all right. Because this club were down. They were 10 points adrift when we took over. Granted, we've made the situation worse. They're now 13 points adrift. But I think we're okay. Of course, though, I admit you did come for the Papa John's pizza too. It's cold and it tastes bitter, but I hope you enjoy. QPR and League 2 should is the operative word there, isn't it, Dino? Should be easy enough. Last season I got Bromley up from League 2 and Bromley had just come down. So we took charge of Bromley as they got relegated from League 1 to League 2 and we took them straight back up with a thorough rebuild. Should be easy enough. Right, let's pause. Let's get into the tactics. Okay, one last chance to throw something at this. Very attacking. Wingers on the pitch. Let's go like that. Let's throw you boys into the central areas. And then set pieces, corners, attack. Why won't... Oh, you're the taker. Okay, all right, fine. Be like that. We'll keep Little Joe Ward back, and the goalkeeper is going to go up and get on the end of things. Maybe this is the narrative. Maybe this is it. Little Joe stays back. Routine number 2. Get yourself in there, son. Get yourself in there. Never mind any of that. Just get in there. And on the right, routine 2. Pile in there. Here we go. There we go. They don't like it up them. Dowler's a left wing back. Yeah, needs must there, Dean. Sir Harvey to QPR. He's on the transfer list at Birmingham. So, yeah, I'm going to go out and get him. Bad form is wickedly hard to turn around. As I have found, 3-run. As I have found. It shouldn't carry over to the next season. Now, I think if we have a good pre-season, I think we will be all right. Okay. I think we've... Oh, goodness me. I think we've thrown as much as we can at this. As Wigan strike the post from 25 yards. We've got 90 seconds to try and get up the other end, force a set piece so that a Conquo can come up and score. He's on the ball now. By the way, in transition, get a move on, kick it long. Okay. That's the stuff. The instruction's not even gone through yet and he did what I asked. Here we go. I've not sent the goalkeeper up for set plays. Other than corners. Maybe I should have done it for free kicks. Hello? Oh no, we've given away a foul. Oh. Wolf, I will throw anything at it right now. But I think we're going to go and have to watch Wigan lift the trophy, aren't we? I'm not saying we've deserved to win it. But I'm not sure Wigan have done enough either. They got a soft penalty. By the way, I'm thinking of flogging Dara O'Shea after that as well, because that was unforgivable. And we had a decent goal chalked off. Oh, and we were through then as well. Nobody looked directly at it. Don't look directly at it. Let's just ignore it. Or do we make the players... Yeah, let's make the players watch it. This is what the good managers do, isn't it? Fires them up for the next season. Fuels the desire. There's nobody even in Wembley, by the way. Look at this. It's like an FA Trophy final. There's nobody there. QPR fans are all at the tube station. And probably Walco, most of them. There you go, Wigan. Have your moments. Go on, you have your moments. Okay. We've now got 2 enemies in the save. Number 1. Our enemies are Wigan. Wherever we come across Wigan from now on, they are our enemies. Our other enemy is Steven Gerrard, because he took over from us at Birmingham. He has got a promotion on his CV that he does not deserve. You played all right. Oh, they've lost focus. Okay, well. The ship has sailed, I think, on good morale. Yeah, Steven Gerrard is our enemy as well. He's got the promotion that we... What do you mean we're QPR playing there? How dare you, GT? We gave a good account of ourselves in that. I mean, let's look at those final match stats. As we lose 1-0 for the 3rd game running. We can't have a look at the final match stats, okay. Right, the goals are not flowing at the moment. Look at Wembley, by the way. Beautiful. 10 shots, only 2 on target. And we didn't really trouble the keeper. They've played poorly, haven't they, to be fair? Do we still hate Carl Scholten? Yeah, we do. I mean, give me another season and we could be playing them again. So let's not rule that out. Right, everybody, that was a bit of an impromptu stream. Announced late. Apologies for that. We promised you we were playing the cup final on Monday. And now I've come back and sneakily done it now. But that means that we can now go away. If we don't get sacked, we can play through pre-season. Fingers crossed, we can rebuild the squad. We're going to be coming back Monday, back stronger, back with a new look QPR. I say new look. I'm hoping it's going to look exactly like the Birmingham side that we assembled for last season. And we're going to try and race through a League 2 promotion push. We want to get back into the same league as Wigan. And we want to crush them. Because now they're our enemy. See you Monday.